earning the right from here and what it looks like moving forward, Steve's already given you a little bit of an outline. You have 3 months away. 3 months, and Steve's dead right about you can't win it in those 3 months, but you can absolutely drop the ball and never come back from that. And if you want to climb and be a more consistent side and win more of those top 8 games, you have to come back better. And your team, like, I'm sick of talking about it to you. And I reckon you're sick of talking about it to each other. So you have to get better, and you'll do it through your actions. You'll do it through your actions. Is everyone really clear on that? What you've got is you've got an unbelievable facility to come in and do your work in. Unbelievable. You've got people, okay, high performance team medical that will absolutely set you up to be at your very best if you want. It is right there at your doorstep. You can be as professional as you want to be. Does that make sense? So what are you going to do is the question from me. Because right now it's not good enough. I think that's pretty clear. So as you walk out and you come back next year in 3 months, your teammates need to look at you and understand, yeah, they got the work. So like I said, we will celebrate everything we've done, but for your clarity, it's what you're going to do. Be a pro over the next 3 months. Don't drop it.
Well, upon reflecting, it was a really tough year, condensed fixtures, etc., which asked a lot of players and staff. But I distinctly remember what we spoke about. It was the message around what are you going to do. Neil Danaher, the actions are going to speak a lot louder than the words. So put it on the players to go away and look after yourself and come back fitter and stronger and better than you ever have been. And fast forward to now, and been really happy with the whole entire playing group and how they've turned up and gone about their business. So yeah, remember that message, and I feel like it sunk in for the players and they got after it really well.
As much as the individual growth is something that we chase, it's more the collective growth, for our defensive unit. There was times during the year that we worked really well as a unit, and sometimes that we didn't work so well. So we really need to establish, more consistency with that. I think it's as much about that as what it is individual growth.
Yeah, I think that the area that we as a backline can really go to work on in the off-season is playing that system defence. I think if you look at the teams that are really successful in the AFLW, they play a really good system defence, and it's sort of, you don't rely on any 1 or 2 players to do the dirty work. I think it's just the way they kind of move as a unit and stuff. I think that's probably our biggest area for growth.
So there was a couple of times that Karen didn't get to play, so Mim and I got to run out there as captain. So that was kind of pushing me out of my comfort zone again. So yeah, I think it was unusual for me at times, and yeah, it pushed me to kind of be a better person, I think. So yeah, it was awesome.
We talk about this a lot in leadership group, because a lot of the time we'll come into our leadership meeting and be like, oh, this is pretty bleak. Where do we go from here? And like, we know that eyes are on us and the group's kind of waiting for us to make the next move. So we lean on each other a bit, regroup, and then go again and try to bring the energy and the intensity of training. And I think we got a lot better at that. Do you reckon?
Yeah, I feel like it's just keeping the group connected. I think, like Mim said, people are looking to us to kind of see what to do next. So I think as long as we stay connected with the group and with the coaching staff, as a whole club, we kind of can do anything from there, I think.
Critically important, the leaders and the culture you build around your work ethic and what you do when you're not at the footy club. And we spend a lot of time not at the footy club, like you've kind of spoken about. So lead what you eat, how you act, the professionalism, the sacrifices you make. They're the things that you don't see as a fan or even a coach really. But it's what you get judged on once you go out and perform. To the credit of our leaders, they got behind everyone, and we had little groups working in the off-season through the blackout period and all those kind of things as well. Diligent in their rehab, an incredible high-performance staff which supports them every day of the year. So we're really fortunate to have that kind of leadership within our high performance, but indeed, like around our leaders, it was Kez and still is Kez. She's just doing it in a different way, but the way Abby and Mimi support our team, Harriet, of course, a high performance star. So Tara Bohanna coming in late and doing it a different way too. So really proud of those guys and the way they've been able to lead everyone.
Kind of funny, I was actually reflecting on that a little bit. I probably didn't realise, like, when you come into the system and you're fresh, it's kind of you're just starting new and you're just finding your feet. Whereas I probably didn't think about, you know, getting traded and moving and probably having that prior experience that maybe, whether I'm putting it on myself, just putting a bit of extra pressure on myself a little bit. And so I feel like, yeah, naturally, hopefully it's something I can do is help out from a leadership point of view in the forward line and throughout the group. But yeah, I probably have put a little bit of extra pressure on it going, shit, I want to meet expectation and things like that. So yeah, hopefully I can help out where I can. In general, just the surrealness of, I don't know, putting on the Navy and yeah, my family obviously are super happy about it, and seeing obviously the boys team as well, but I guess because of the professional aspect you kind of just get locked into what we're doing, but it'll be pretty cool to, I think, run out in the Navy. Yeah, that'll be pretty exciting.
We've had a big focus over the first 2 seasons around our willingness to compete at the contest and how we do that. We're really comfortable with our level of where that's at now, and we think we're a hard side to play against. Now what we want to do is be able to move the ball. So we've spent the pre-season talking about how we want to move the ball, the way we want to take an open side and be brave with our ball use. So that's what we've trained, and that's what we hope to see once we hit our practice matches in a week's time.
Turn him over, turn him over! Take it forward, so take it forward.
Drive! Great hands, Coffee, well done! Well done. Boys.
Exciting this year, so yeah, trying to get our offense really going. So yeah, it was good to test that out in the weekend in the forward line. So yeah, our new forward setup's going pretty well. So yeah, excited for it. Got Dal in there coaching us, so it's really good to have a familiar face who really understands what it's like to be an AFLW player. So yeah, it's good. But also nailing our contest and defense is always really important. So yeah, we're going pretty well at that, I think. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I think in the next few weeks we're just going to go in and focus on using the ball with speed, getting through the corridor and using the dangerous space. When we know our team's really good with speed, we've got a lot of quick players to move it through the centre of the ground. So if we can utilise that, hopefully we'll have some good results.
Just off the deck, the hurried kick from the stoppage. Is it gone through? Oh, it's a miracle!
I put a lot of work in this off-season. I had to give up netball, so I focused solely on football, which that was a hard thing to do, but then when you get a reward like this, it's all worth it. So yeah. To my teammates, you guys are the best humans in the whole world. You make coming to training the most fun thing ever. Yeah, like it's literally the best. It doesn't feel like work. I love coming to training every day. And then outside of football, you guys are literally my best friends as well, so I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, and thank you.
Keely, she does the work herself, mate. So she goes away and employs a personal trainer and does the work over the Christmas, January period. She's done that every off-season that I've been here. So, you know, she's well educated from the staff here around what it looks like and what you should go and do, and then she just goes and implements it. So no fast operator who gets it done, and then she plays that way as well. So she's a pleasure to coach and a pleasure to watch play, but even more pleasingly to see a young person thrive in our environment when they're here and when they're not here. It's been really great. So really happy with her from last year, and this year, yeah, we're in the real sweet spot at the moment where you're kind of happy with everyone, but the work that Erin Fitzpatrick's done to come back from a knee reconstruction to be where she's at right now is an absolute testament to her and her character, for starters. Like, she's fitter than she's ever been in her whole life, and to do that off a knee reco. Probably I can go to Liam in the high performance staff again around the education that they give her, the time. Liam might have moved in with her there for a while to just get her through, I think, but she's absolutely burning the track up at the moment, and it'll take some time for her to find her feet in games, there's no doubt, but I'm really excited to see Ronnie have a run around.
Really happy with my progress, and yeah, I'm just really grateful that the club invested in me, and yeah, just really want to thank Liam. Stuck by me through the hard times and the good times, and yeah, just so grateful to everybody really for pushing me, and yeah, I think I've definitely come out a better person and a better player because of it. Really working on my ground balls, because if I can get really clean on the deck, I think it'll open up my game a lot and I can bring others into the game from there. And yeah, just bring my work rate and my energy around the ground, and yeah, hopefully I can be of, I don't know, an addition to the team this year.
Poppy's somebody that we've been tracking for a few years now, and when she was there on the table, it couldn't have written on that paper quick enough. So to call Poppy's name out was something we were really thrilled about, and we knew the type of player and person we were going to get.
Oh, I'm so excited. Secretly, I wanted to go to Carlton, but I didn't want to say it because I was like, it's a bit too high for me, but I literally was like, well, I'm going to be a little bit stressed from like Carlton's peak to wherever I go, so thanks for picking me up early, guys. I don't have to be stressed. It's not actually happening. I'm so excited, yeah, just to start my next chapter in life, but I'm so happy it's with Carlton.
What was the immediate feeling hearing your name read out?
Relief. I wanted to, top preference probably Carlton, but I didn't want to say it too much because I thought the pick was probably too high for me, but yeah, I'm pretty stoked to be here.
To see her grow over that time that she's been here, and turns up in February to now, incredible growth, and fits in seamlessly with our team. Great character. I think she's doing dance classes with Meg on a Wednesday, so we'll try and get some footage of that as well. But really excited to see Pop go out and implement the work that she's put in over the off-season.
With pick 17, Carlton have matched Geelong and have selected father-daughter Sophie McKay.
We're teammates. Amazing. I didn't actually get to play with Pop that much because she was either netballing or injured.
Yeah, never, so.
But I do watch her and she's amazing, so I'm very, very happy. Getting on very well, so I'm very happy.
So excited.
And Soph come off her shoulder, Rico, so she had to come in with some real professionalism around the way she went about her work, and had to do that really early, which is hard for a kid coming out of Coates League. But the way she's applied herself has been terrific, and to see her kind of get after her rehab and get after her skill development as well has been really pleasing to see. So super proud of her, and then now she's back in playing and doing the match sim drills, and a real excitement machine. But she's also more than that. Like, she gets up the ground to defend, wins the ball back, and just takes her turn. So she's gone for a couple of big hangers in training, so I'm kind of hoping we can see a couple of those as well. So very exciting to see Soph. Lulu's played some VFL games early for us as well, so a real professional kid, comes out of the Western Jets and fits in really well. So has chased her high performance, always got questions about how can I improve, where do I need to improve. Played really well in the early VFL games, has gone back in and played again, so he's putting herself in the best possible spot to get picked and play. So can't fault the 3 draftees, they've been absolutely terrific.
I'm getting used to, but I'm so excited. Definitely nerve-wracking. I think the lower the picks got, we were like, okay, it's getting serious now, and I've never been so stressed in my life either. But but the relief as soon as my name was called out was like insane, and I think everyone was just so happy that I finally made it. So excited. Like, we get along so well, so I think as teammates it's going to be even better. Yeah, I think they're obviously so happy for me, but just the work that I've put in, I think that they're just so pleased that it's finally paid off after playing footy my whole life, and then finally making it to the next level, as I know that it's something that I've always wanted. So they're very pleased, yeah.
Gets the kick away to Shearer, to Fitzpatrick, and there's the first goal for the Blues.
Paddled by Celine Moody. Finn, flying Finn, got it!
Yeah, well, the Irish girls, you obviously watch them play Gaelic football, and Ash Nolte went to Ireland to go and find some players and had a kick with each of these ones. So I got to watch them on video, and kind of you're trying to make these assessments on can they transfer, etc. But what we did know is through Dana and Ronnie, the players we've already got, is they'll have great work ethic and they'll be great people, and that's exactly what we've got. So Maria got here first as an injury replacement player, so that talk about unconventional, like there's double whammy for that one. But turns up and they just get to work. Like, their ability to try and pick up a new sport with a completely new ball has been fantastic to see. And the added part is they don't play, there's no contact in their game, so tackling, so to try and learn how to embrace that contact and then give it out, that's a really steep learning curve, and we're watching them go through that now. But I think Shifa is quietly enjoying that part of the game, so that's nice to see too.
I think if any of you were talking to a dressing room at home, you wouldn't be welcomed as much as we've been welcomed here, which is lovely. Yeah, I suppose love the game is just, you know, it's different for everyone, but for me it's like if you put everything into it, you will get something back. Like, we've had so many sacrifices throughout the years, and you know, all of our friends at home have been going out and go this, and we haven't been. But it's given us this amazing opportunity, which many don't get. So, yeah, I think, you know, and even just in terms of like life, like it just shows that if you work really, really hard at something, you will get the love back from it and get the rewards.
I came here, it was kind of like love the challenge. So like sport is always going to be a challenge, but this was like completely new challenge. So yeah, for the first year it was like just love the challenge of like getting better, messing up, getting better, and like through that period you like love, and it's like a love-hate relationship. Then last year was probably like my transition to actually loving the game. Got to know the game better, got better as a player, and just knew my environment way better. So yeah, like going into this season, I think like seeing, I suppose, the transition to actually getting to love the game last year, I've started to see more rewards, and I suppose to that, like the game will love you back, is yeah, starting to flourish a bit more. But yeah, like the girls have touched on, like I think what you put into anything in life, you'll get out what you do.
We do have the longest off season of all time, so you've got to fill it. But we went down to Lawn, and it was about just hanging out and spending some time, especially for our new players, to get to know the players that have been here. So get down there and do some surfing, some hiking, and a little bit of footy training down there as well. But that was just a nice way to spend some time together and get to know each other a little bit better.
So we headed down to Lawn yesterday morning just to get away for a few days. We've obviously got a few new players, so it's good to kind of, in a I guess natural setting, get to know everyone, do some activities with everyone. Yeah, it's not kind of too full on with activities and all that, but you know, we've been down to the beach a few times, done a few activities down there, and then got a good training session in today. Yeah, we've had a really good turnout. It's obviously not compulsory this time of the year, but to get good numbers, and even all the staff kind of coming from their own time and making their way down here. Yeah, it's really nice. It shows how much everyone buys into the program. So yeah, it's been a great few days.
Last wave of the day, Gab and I on it together. I veered towards her, pop, cut the lip, jumped onto Gab's board. Wow!
Watch our players go out amongst the young kids and see the excitement on the young kids' faces. Like the impact our players and the W as a whole has on kids in particular, and country football clubs that are now bursting at the seams with young girls who want to play the game. It's just fantastic to see. So, you know, I just kind of tag along on that one because I like watching our girls kind of inspire the younger generation.
It's definitely like such a big jump from playing Sandful, so I feel like I'm slowly easing in and getting like a bit, finding my place in the team I guess a bit more now. I feel like I've just absorbed so much like information from like everyone else in the team, so I feel like yeah, I've learned how to take on feedback I guess a bit better this year, and how to seek it out as well.
No. Oh. Tara has a lot of experience and stuff, so it's been good, I guess, to learn off her. And I think we both bring different strengths, so it's nice to like bounce off each other. Yeah, I agree. I feel like we're a few weeks in now, like to pre-season, and even probably before that, just trying to build a connection, I suppose, with us talls, but probably also with the smalls as well. Yeah, equally, I've got a lot to learn from you as well. So yeah, it's been really good. I think just working out each other plays, which I think is kind of a fun part of it. Yeah. And then hopefully from there, building the actual scores on the board, which will be good.
We want to have speed on the ball, alright? There's always a balance in that. And that's what we're coaching, alright? And in the end, it's just going for the game, right? Take it on a little bit, take it on. So we spoke last night around, we're going to make some mistakes, but we're going to keep shooting. We're not thinking, kick it to me. That's the selfless stuff we're talking about.
Let's go, Kate! Let's go, me! Will! Let's go! Let's go, me! Let's go, me! Let's go!
good.
Over on the table there behind you.
Good cat!
Anglesey was a little more serious, a little more recently, but you know, again, deep connections. Yeah, we've had some focuses around improving our skill and our fundamentals. So we spent a lot of time in the indoor field prior to the pre-season starting, pre-season, getting after those. So we've had some data from last year and we've looked to improve that data around our disposal efficiency in certain areas. So we're now seeing that transfer to the training track under match simulation type drills, which has been fantastic. And I spoke earlier about going after our ball movement and how we can be more offensive and what that looks like for us. Pretty brand new forward line with Tara Bohanna, you know, Soph McKay and Aaron Fitzpatrick. It might be a midfielder or two go through there as well, so it's kind of brand new, but the way we can support that with some cleaner ball movement and faster ball movement up the field, that's what we're kind of going up.
And here come the Blues, led out by captain Lauren Arnell. She's played in 8 premierships with the Darebin Falcons here in Melbourne. This is the biggest moment of her footballing life. Welcome to AFL Women's.
Time premiership player alongside you, Daisy, at the Darebin Falcons. 47 goals last year, 1 now as a Blue.
2 on 2, here's Bessio again, left foot snap, bounces through!
We love that we get to train here and we get to play here and the history that's associated with it. And we'll lean right into that for round 1 on the Thursday night to play the Pies, and we'll talk about the players that played in that. We're lucky we've got 3 foundation players, if you like, in Gab and Moods and Darcy, and we'll share those stories. You know, think about how old Poppy was now, and maybe an 8-year-old when that game happened, which is crazy. And Soph McKay rang the bell. But the history that's steeped here at Carlton is something we love to lean into, going right back to Myra McKenzie, you know, in their 30s when they played a game here. So we want to create our own slice of that history, and we want people to talk about us. So that comes with playing an exciting, tough brand, and I think that's what our fans want.
I think all of us have had our different experiences with Kez, and for me, like, there's no one who cares more about this program than Kez, and I think, you know, the way she plays, she's fierce and she's reliable, and she'll do anything to ensure that her teammates feel supported and loved in this program, always being there for us and making sure we felt like we were heard and supported. Like, she's someone you could go to with anything and you'd feel like she was always going to take care of you and ensure that you felt like she had your back. You obviously entering a new phase as well, creating a family, but we still feel your presence, whether you're here or at home doing other things. And we feel like if you can deal with us, you can deal with anything. So, yeah, we're really looking forward to supporting you as you start your family as well. But thank you for everything, Kez.
It's been an absolute privilege to lead this club, you know, through the last 6 seasons. It's a job I've tried to pour my absolute heart and soul into. Certainly have made some colossal errors along the way. I was trying to remember this morning, sending you guys in the wrong direction after the toss 2 seasons ago. You give me too much credit. I think this job was never a one person show. To every vice captain and leadership group member that I've had, Elise O'Day, Shay Audley, Das, Dell, people that have been around, this was never a one person job. It can't possibly be. So the opportunity for you guys in the room is that you guys get to be that support and that person for the next captain, which I'm incredibly privileged to announce that Abby McKay will be.
You know, for Kez to pass the baton on to me, she's done so much for this footy club, and I feel like she's kind of done the hard work, and I feel like now as a leadership group, with me as captain of course, but as the whole leadership group and the whole playing group, we're just kind of refining all that hard work that Kez put in. So I want to thank Kez for all her kind of hard work, and she's kind of been through the thick of it, to be totally honest with you. So yeah, super happy that Kez was able to pass this on to me. But in terms of my role as captain, it's kind of crazy to think that 4 years ago I wasn't even getting a game in the team. So, you know, if there's anything to go by, dream big, because you kind of never know where you'll end up. No, I'm not joking. No, I'm super happy, I'm super honoured, and yeah, I can't wait to get into things.
It's fantastic, but Abby takes all of that in her stride, and she's taken the captaincy on really well, and big shoes to fill to kind of take over from Kez, who's a powerful leader and has done an amazing job in her time as captain. Abby will do it her way, and that's the only way she knows, but I'm really excited, and I'm sure I'll continue to be proud of the way she leads.
Pretty cool. We were actually talking about it at dinner last night. I went over to Mum and Dad's for dinner, and we were talking about it, kind of, you know, trying to think of anyone else that kind of has done that. So I don't think there is too many out there. And of course, being in the women's program, the first ever in the women's program. So I think, yeah, I was the first father-daughter selection, and now the first, father-daughter captain, you could call it. So yeah, kind of, it's really cool, and I absolutely love that I've got that history here at the club, and yeah, it's super exciting. Any job, you kind of learn on the go, and you kind of slowly just build up your knowledge on every aspect of the game. So yeah, I think definitely always been a team player. I absolutely love being part of any kind of sporting team. That was my favourite thing about sport, is the team aspect. But I think definitely probably game day. It's probably something you have to think a bit more of the team rather than what you're actually doing yourself. But I think definitely, you know, off the footy field, I'm thinking about the team regardless. I don't have to change too much. Yeah, definitely, especially being in the women's program, you know, I think we're kind of creating history every year. Whether it's, you know, increasing the amount of games we're playing, the pay we're getting, whatever it might be. I definitely do think, you know, we're all a big part of history at the moment.
I don't know a lot about TikTok.
I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti.
It's a big thing. So Harriet and I talk about what could that possibly be, and we pretend like we know, but we feel like we have an environment where people can really be themselves, and that's Harriet being Harriet, and that's you know, Brick talking about TikTok and whoever those influencers are that influence TikTok. So what I love seeing within our group is each player is quite happy to bring their own personality and share who they are within it. We're really accepting of each other, and we know our goal is to be a great side and be high-performing athletes and get better every day that we come in here. But make sure you bring your best version of yourself when you do that. And yeah, it's been kind of great to do that. So the blend of those, you know, cohorts. Credit to the older people, I think, who have to change their ways a little bit. But the younger people are who they are, and I love that.
You know how much they're going to cringe when you say, "I don't know the TikTok"?
I've got a fair idea about it. That's okay. We're accepting of who we are, and this is me.
It's good to have the young players like Poppy and Lulu, Sophie come into the club. They bring a lot of energy, which I love. And then it's good to have the older heads like Darcy, not older maybe, the more mature heads. More experienced heads like Moods, Darcy. It's really good to have them in there. And yeah, I think Poppy has shown a lot this pre-season as well, so just excited to see what they can all bring the younger ones. And yeah, it's a good vibe we've got going on in the club. I feel like, we're really connected right now, and it's really enjoyable.
The work that our players have put in, they deserve the results. So really excited for them to bring the best version of themselves every week and put it out there. So I think we'll walk away from Carlton games and be really proud of what our teams kind of put out there every game. I think that's what we can hold our players accountable to, that's the version that we want to see. Results in the end hopefully take care of themselves, but hopefully a really strong team, connected team we can see, and a bit of energy and excitement out there as well.
Someone that I can give my heart to, or just the poison that I'm drawn to. It can be hard to tell the difference late at night. Play fair. Is that a compass in your nature? Or are you tricky 'cause I've been there? Baby, I don't need to learn that lesson twice. But if goes deeper than I've ever known. Poolside feels like a rodeo, knows just how to take control.